Waiting for there it is. There's my little red light, and I'm live. This is Randy Carvin in Kirksville, Missouri, and this is Rant and Randy's Rant. Let me adjust this. I can tell the sound should be all right. I'm on the MacBook Air today to make sure I didn't have any sound problems like I did yesterday with the HP. I checked out the HP earlier. Shouldn't have been a problem, but then I didn't hook up the mic. I was just checking to see if it was. It was a little slow to try to reach Google yesterday. I had to keep hitting the right side of the touchpad, and it took 5, 10 times tapping it before I could open up Google. So today that wasn't the case. It went right where I wanted it to. Just didn't have the time to test. As many of you know, I'm a little rattled today after something went off in the hallway. I was thinking it was a firework because all the smoke came in here after we opened the door, and I couldn't find any paper. Does anybody know of a firework that would go off and be that loud that I almost dropped the MacBook Air off my lap on the sofa? It startled me so. And I was thinking as a possibility it was a handgun with a blank in it because there's no holes in the ceiling, so it wasn't a live bullet. But this shit is getting dangerous, and I can guarantee it's scaring the shit out of us. Landlord is supposed to be on the way. Grace will handle the front door if it happens during the broadcast. All right. First off, I wanted to start off on a good note. I got mail, baby, today to the Curvins from Riverview, Florida. My good friend Brenda Westy sent a nice letter that Grace and I will be reading later on, and a nice donation, like she always does for us. So that I thank you for, Brenda. Came right on time. We still haven't got our crumbs, but it looks like it'll be sometime this week when we get our crumbs from Donnie's government. Let's see where the hell we'll start. I'm trying to be calmer through this, people. And of course, I've always got Donnie to take it out on. All right, I feel better after that. Last night in Georgia, Donnie asking Pence to throw out the electoral college vote, saying, I think he will do the right thing. He's only there for ceremony, Donnie, you damn dumbass. Getting vaccine in millions of arms isn't happening. Why? Because of the heavy lifting required to get it done. With COVID out there, all the staff in these hospitals and clinics are quite busy, and they don't have any extra help to get it done. All right. Then I saw an interview on Cuomo interviews Mary Trump. What her uncle said last night in Georgia about Pence is to set him up and setting him up and pressuring him. He will blame Pence if he doesn't overturn the election. The dummy doesn't know what the Constitution says. Pence cannot overturn the election. Diaper Don also made fun of Stacey Abrams. He threw Kemp and Rantin's Perger under the bus, saying he doesn't think they are Republicans, relating them to being fearful of Stacey Abrams. And then the next interview was Stacey Abrams and how she thinks today with the Democrats would go. And she says they have a good chance of winning. 2.8 million to 3 million have already voted. A greater turnout in young people, 25 and under. And how is it that the GOP is saying that the election was illegitimate, yet they were on the same ballot? See, they're not protesting that they won their elections, and even one of them was asked and said, well, they're not saying anything about their election. They're just talking about the presidential election. Do they not realize how stupid that sounds? There was cheating done, but it was all right on their elections on the same ballot. Rantin Perger stood up to the outgoing president, as did Sterling. I think it's Dave Sterling, debunking all of his numbers of underage voters, unregistered voters, dead voters, you name it, and it didn't happen. And on Pence's tour in Georgia, was saying they will have their day tomorrow in Congress. Yeah, you get the own look, and that's all you can do. Look back at Ukraine and what that was all about. Diaper Don's opponent for president, now Biden, has won. Don was found out he had a tough competitor. So now he's done the same, leaning on the Secretary of the State of Georgia. I guess it was all right with the GOP because they felt it was all right in Ukraine, and it's all right now. He didn't win, and then they know it. And it's now all right for him to steal votes and throw out millions of voters and the will of the people. Think about that, my Republican friends. That is all right. It sounds idiotic that you even think that Joe Biden, you think Joe Biden and the Democrats cheated with 8 million votes or close to 8 million votes? But it was illegitimate, but your favorite Republican senators and congressmen got their jobs back. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I wish you would stop and think about it. And that now makes in Georgia, actually, Donnie has lost 4 times. President Ding Dong is delusional now. And we all know why. He can't leave the White House because he will be in legal trouble with Manhattan, the Southern District of New York, and maybe after what he did in Georgia with his perfect call with Georgia state law, state charges can be preferred there, and it looks like the state of Georgia will be doing that. From the last word, Fannie Wilkes, first female DA of Fulton County and the second black DA in Fulton County. She's and kind of like her story. Think of it this way. This is the way Lawrence put it. The story of Fannie Willis. And she went away for education, I think, at Howard University, came back to Fulton County. The last train to Georgia in 1973, Gladys Knight and the Pips. The president couldn't imagine anyone moving away from Fulton County and moving back. Give me a freaking break. Sweetheart, he's having problems opening something over there. CNN interviewed some of Donnie's supporters before the rally. They're buying everything Donnie is selling. The election was stolen. This is buying disinformation and lies and delusional and cult-like. I grant you, they have fear of black and brown people in this country. Somehow Donnie will change that. And some actually believe he hadn't lost the election yet. They want to see the ballots. Damn. Stories from the weird. Tanya Roberts was reported to have died, is alive. More on that as I learned more. It was reported on CNN that she had passed away. So we'll find out what that's about. And of course, everybody knows Georgia Senate races are today and polls are still open. Georgians, get out and vote. Vote as if your life depends on it, because it does. Donnie is saying that counties that are black and brown, he says the county's population can't be trusted to vote. Jim Crow all over again. It's about racism. In fact, the GOP opposition to the electoral college is about racism, because those black and brown people can't be trusted. To top it off, there are threats of violence at the poll. In fact, one of my group personal messages today, voter intimidation is in full swing with email bomb threats to polling locations in Georgia. And I'm just asking you, Republicans, what's next for black and brown voters? Guessing how many jelly beans are in the jar? Are you wanting to take it back to that? Apparently, going along with Donnie, that's what you would like to do. Today, when Jim Sciutto talked to a Republican, they have hundreds of pages of evidence. It is all evidence that wasn't good enough in over 60 cases thrown out for sloppy legal work and lack of evidence. Still, he was calling what Jim Sciutto was saying his talking points from the Democrats. He says they will present evidence, and it's not evidence already debunked conspiracy theories. And what about the pharmacists? It left 500 doses unrefrigerated. Is a conspiracy theorist who believes that the vaccine changes human DNA. A pharmacist. Holy shit. It's unbelievable. And this is playing out to the world. Boy, Republicans, you're fracturing your ass in the eyes of the world. And it will have a cost. There are other Republicans in the Senate and the House that are going to end up voting with the Democrats, because you're not going to pull this shit. Yeah, you may run it into the 7th, but Pence does not have the power to overturn the election. And that we can count on, brothers and sisters. Ain't gonna happen. All right, I feel better now. As usual, I will go through while I'm live on this because sometimes I cannot go by to the back to the live chat in my blue room because that's something they just not letting me at most occasions now. Let me go up here and greet everybody. Hello, Martha. Glad to see you out there. All right, loud and clear. Love hearing that. Lisa S. Hello to you. Hello, Fred. Let's see. Hello, Sherry, maker of the mask. Think about you every time I see your name. Lisa S. Oh, I already spoke with her. Hello, John S. from West Virginia. Good to see you, brother. And let's see. Hello, Netta. And I found out today, I think my crumbs will be to us sometime this week, and that's good to find out. And hello, Mary. Hello, Sue. Okay, I think I got to the bottom of it. We got a pretty good crowd out there today, and here in the blue room. And I realize some people can't get to the blue room. Wish I knew something I could do about it. I wish I knew a way that I could uh, get a constant picture, uh, even if it was like today, take picture, whatever, and have it be out there. Or on another occasion, pick the best picture and display it. But no matter what I do in settings on YouTube, it won't allow me to have one photograph that I choose to do that with. All right, I will let you go at this time. We've got a lot coming up tonight to be aware of. Uh, I'll try to be at the meeting. I'll probably be in the out in the chat this evening. Just too much going on around here. I have to keep an ear out on the neighbor that more or less is being quiet, but she's sending people back by here either knocking on the door or like today, set off a firework or shoot a gun. This shit is dangerous and I'm getting tired of it. Landlord still hasn't come by, but that's another reason for a short show today is I need to be available to go to the door. Uh, I did not call the police because by the time the police came, I would have had to invite them inside. That's how much heat we lose through the front door up there. All the smoke, the gunpowder smoke, came in this apartment, and the heat goes out there and it quickly cools off. We're having a better day here. 41 or 42-degree high, and I'm sure we're around that now. Hello, James. All right, brother, you got here. So watch the recording, each and every one of them. If you arrived late or whatever, and James, you got in today. I'm glad to see that, brother. But the recording is out there. It doesn't really matter when you watch it. Uh, if you watch it after, you can always make comments in the after part, uh, comment area. Uh, I am available on Liker and MeWe. You wouldn't believe. I've got all kind of people that want to follow me. 21 years old and single, and does her own pornos and comedy. I can't get away from it when that happens with YouTube, and thankfully it doesn't happen with Facebook. But I don't think they want to be as open on Facebook as they're doing on Liker and MeWe too. They're doing the same thing. They're trying to sell photographs to you. Either that or they're looking for a sugar daddy. This sugar daddy is broke. All right, I'll let you go at this time. Go down, like, subscribe, and share this shit. I like doing this show because I can take more time to get it shared out. Uh, like right now, I've got a lot to do. Uh, I didn't get out earlier. I'm going to try to get out later because uh, I wanted to stick around to be here when the landlord does come. All right, I'll let you go with peace, resist, persist, and insist that we keep our eyes glued tomorrow. And like I have said before, if you're on our side, blue dots, or the blue dot idea of being true patriots, stay out of tomorrow. Stay out of DC. Let them make idiots out of themselves by themselves. The National Guard will be there to assist the local police on any violence or anybody toting concealed weapons or long rifles will be going to jail. All right. Have a good one. I'll see you later on. Like I said, share this shit. Bye bye now. Share this shit.